Hey guys, what's up? This is SP4G Clutch, leader or captain of the SP4G clan on our new clan channel. Um, our clan channel is SP4G Esports. In the clan and in the roster at the minute, we've got SP4G Nighty, SP4G Drizzy, SP4G Tiller, and our manager SP4G Panic. I'm going to pass over to him to talk about the gameplay that we're uploading.
Right guys, this is coming at you now as the very first gameplay that we have to be uploaded. We played the other day, I think it might have been, was it Wednesday?
Yeah, could be
Wednesday, something like that, against a possible opponent we are going to be facing at I-49 if they turn up. They are a fairly good team, some questionable players sometimes, but anyway.
They have massive lag compensation.
Which some people keep crying about. But yeah, so basically this gameplay, we thought we'd upload it purely and simply because we get to at least about 130 points down at some point on basketball hardpoint, and then we go big and put it all the way back to winning the end. So we want to make sure that we upload some decent plays for you. We're going to sit along, unfortunately, the whole way with Clutch. We are new to the whole commentary and overlay thing, so we're just getting used to it at the moment.
Yeah.
So
any comments, like, appreciate it on how we can improve the commentary or what you want us to upload. We're going to be like mainly uploading competitive gameplay on our channel because we're a competitive clan. Obviously, we're going to I-49 in that.
this is just purely simply a scrim though. We know the team alright, we've played them a couple of times, so they decided that we would scrim on this day. We ended up winning the series, was it 3-2?
Yeah,
in the end, 3-2. But this was probably the best game of Hardpoint in terms of the intensity and the comeback that I've watched as being the manager of the team. So at the moment we are currently 30 points down, and we aren't doing too bad, not doing too well. It's only the start of the game. We're just trying to make sure we get in the next half point moment, which is what Clutch is doing, but he's going to get taken out from the gym.
Just like to point out that it is actually our first game on, so everyone's shooting was a bit off at the start, which could like explain a bit of our gun battles, like how we weren't winning them, because obviously all you know when you got cold hands, you get on your Xbox.
We weren't, we weren't pulling out the guys weren't pulling out the biggest KDs in the world, but never mind. we'll worry about that later. So at the moment we're still still down, and we're not really doing very well here. We try and push and break this, but we get three of us get taken out, so it's not really going too well at the moment. They're calling streaks in. At this point I don't know why they're calling streaks in, didn't get anyone. But good play from Nighty and Drizzy there. Nighty's actually here with us today. We are actually around Clutch's house. Nighty can say hello if he wants to.
Hello.
There he is.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out that the way we're playing that hill wrong there is we're all just feeding it one by one, and that gives them streaks. It's a bad play from us, but it's like miscommunication and bad tactics in the way we play.
So yeah, so at the moment, again, the sea still going down. Slowly at this point, look, you can see that no one's pulling positive at all, really. Drizzy's on 10 and 12, if that was right, at the most positive. But this is probably...
we're about 100 points down at this time, boys.
Yeah, this isn't the one way now, it's in the next one. So basically, at the moment, what we want to try and do is just keep going. As I said, obviously, when you're at this point, when you're 100 points down and you get spawned and you get taken out by streaks, it is kind of demotivating. But we want to try and make sure that we just keep going. I mean, they're pretty well set up at the moment, and we are struggling to break it. One thing we are quite good at, I don't know how sometimes, is the middle hard point in terms of the last one. This is a good play by Clutcher. This is the bit where we sort of, as they start to bring it back, but then we get killed off again. The middle hard point is the one where somehow we seem to manage to do pretty well. We always manage to take some big points off it. Clutch goes pretty big here in terms of trying to get that person off the first hard point. First person off the hard point, sorry. The chat at the moment within the game, obviously guys can't hear it, but the chat at the moment within the game is absolutely quality. Calling out where each other are was fantastic, and everyone sort of was switched on and wanted to win because of how far down we were, and the intensity throughout the game was fantastic. I mean, look, they're pulling out streaks now. We all get everyone gets taken off the hard point. So it is a bit demotivating sometimes, but you do have to just keep going. Again, we know we're 100 points down again, so throughout most of the game we're 100 points down until I think the last but one hard point. So it was a very action-packed game at all points. We were in the bad, we were negative, we were always behind, as it were, from the off. So it was kind of difficult to motivate the guys a little bit sometimes, especially when they were, not being beaten, but when they were not doing as well as they wanted to. And everyone knows that when your team's not doing very well, or when you don't do very well, your team's doing very well. So it's sometimes up to one person to pull it back and pull out some big plays, and quite most of the team does actually do some pretty decent plays at some point. So hopefully we're going to carry on board here with Clutch.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out, guys, for anyone who wants to go into the competitive scene, it's like the time when you need to be positive and help your teammates the most is the time when they're playing badly. Like, everyone knows they've done a bad play, but that's the time when you've got to try and pump them up and like rally everyone together, and just like, rather than getting on their back because they've done something wrong, try and bring them up and make them play like good again.
We always try and make sure that no matter how bad we're losing, or if we are losing, or no matter how bad an individual person's doing, if they're dropping a donut on search or whatever's happening, we always try and make sure that positivity is there in order to help them, because we don't want that one person with a head down, because sometimes what happens if one person's got the head down, it brings the whole team down because of their negative attitude. So we always try and say, no matter how bad we're doing or how good you're doing, if you're doing awesome and you're fantastic, then if you're triple positive and you're going ham and you're pulling out a swarm or whatever, then it's not really going to happen. But if that's the kind of pay you're pulling out at the moment, then that brings the team with you as well. One of the most important things in terms of whether you're scrimming, you're at a LAN or whatever, is you've got to stay hyped and you've got to keep your team hyped. If you're not hyped or you're nervous or anything like that, you'll just flop. And it's very, very difficult to come back once you've started to choke, and you just lose your head, and you just don't think anymore. I think Clutch gets taken out from the top of it. Yeah. So you just
as you can see, we're like still 50 points down now. I'm just gonna say to the viewers that we're 50 points down with 70 seconds left towards the end of the game, and that's why we chose to upload this video, because it just shows that we were just trying to keep each other pumped up this whole thing, and it just shows that if you do that, then you can come back from anything basically. Like, the game's not over until it's mathematically impossible to lose. Some people would give up at the points that we're we're 70 points down now with team at 21. Some people give up here, but we don't. We try and fight it off and come back basically.
Yeah, it's not. It won't be over until that clock stops ticking, or it's as Clutch said, mathematically impossible to come back from the deficit.
Nighty, do you want to say anything?
He's gonna laugh there.
Yeah. Nighty's the youngest member of our clan, and if anyone's going to say anything immature or not relevant, it's going to be him.
It's going to be him. He's going to come out with a silly comment, as always.
You got anything?
Nighty!
No.
Anything for the fans, man?
No, he hasn't got anything.
No,
he's embarrassed.
He's only young, isn't he?
At this point, actually, just to point out, Nighty gets killed by Drizzy in a Hellstorm. Nighty actually ran in, got the kill, freed up the hardpoint, and then got killed by Drizzy with a Hellstorm. I would like to point out, Nighty during the game was crying a little, saying that he was like, "Oh, I told you I was pushing the hardpoint," and Drizzy said, "Well, I told you I was streaking." Drizzy did tell you I was streaking, you just ran in like it. That is cheeky. Yeah, but at that point, I must admit, I was spectating Nighty, and I did think, "Oh, right, that's it, we've lost." Even myself as the manager, I did think, "Oh, we've lost this one game." It's not the end of the world. It's a scrim. That's what scrims are for. Scrims are there for to practice. But I did think at that point that was it.
And this is where we start to put it back though. There's about 70 seconds left, guys, and me and Taylor just made a huge play, taking out two in the hard point with 22 seconds left.
So as you can see here, look, we're still not amazingly positive. People, who was that at the top? Was that Drizzy?
I don't know.
Couldn't see him at the top. Someone's pulling slightly positive at 31 and 29.
If you look at the scores though, guys, look, it's about 30-second deficit with
last hard
42
point,
seconds to go.
And this, literally, for the last hard point, I did not speak. I had my headset on. I was sat on my bed, literally holding my breath, wanting us to win.
Nighty goes huge in the hill, picks up the SMG, takes two people.
So
Go on, we're going to
big
game
plays here.
commentary
And
here.
if you look here,
Clutch takes one down at open stairs. 90 still in the hill. He's on this kill streak that he stood on. Clutch is trying to patrol pillars. Jumps into the hard point. He takes one. He gets his B23R out. He sees someone jump in the middle. He takes him. He sees a third guy and he takes him as well. Clutch is going huge here. Drizzy comes in to help him on the hill. Could this be game for SP4G? It could be. It could be. It's it. 3 seconds. Oh, they've done it. They've done it. That was excellent play there. And we're going to end the commentary there, guys. If you'd like to say, Panic.
Apart from the shout out, the shouting from Clutch at the end there. Now, as you can see, guys, as we were saying, it's just we wanted to make sure that that got put up onto our channel as probably our best video. It sort of shows what we want to be about. We don't give up. We just keep trying, and as much as possible, you stay positive and work as a team. If you keep that positive attitude, it just shows what can happen. We were down by 120, 130 points, and we still managed to bring it back. So we just want to say, hopefully some of you, if you're watching this, might see you at I-49. If you do, if you are there, come up and say hello to us. We're more than friendly. Just don't talk tonight because it's a little bit weird, but yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Anything else you want to say, Luke?
No, that's it for me.
No, right. We'll see you later.
Right.